Welcome, everyone, to the Dennis Boy Jr. podcast. Welcome to today's episode, and thank you all for listening. Today's episode, I want to get into, I'm not sure how much of health, finance, or relationship I'm going to get into today. However, what I do want to share is, I think, more of I've been doing a lot of relationship talk lately. I might have to switch that up next week. But this has been front of mind for me a lot this week. Seeing as I went to 2 homegoing celebrations this week. And it brought me, I guess, more aware of, I guess, how interesting it's going to be to have all this out and available when I'm not here. I know I've said that a couple of times, but it's really starting to get a lot more intriguing to me. Like that idea and that concept of being able to leave something behind for people to remember me by, or at least just, have memories of me, whenever they're thinking about me or whatever, and they can't physically see me anymore. They can always see me on YouTube. And so it's made me want to create and record more and share more with you. I don't know what it's going to look like or how that's going to play out. But, as I was at these homegoing celebrations and, we're reflecting and reading the obituaries on the lives that these people lived, you can kind of picture it in your head, those memories of those people and, how they made you feel when they were here, when they were alive. And I really think that, and this is, I guess, my appeal to you if you're listening to this or watching this out in YouTube land, just consider it, consider maybe not doing a podcast. And if you look at my left hand right now, yes, I'm massaging my lower back / upper buttock. If not a podcast, but like a vlog or something, leave something, consider leaving something for others to remember you by, or to, have memory of you when you're no longer here. So it's another good reason to get online and on social media. And I know in this time, because it's, 2019, close of 2019, it's on November 15th, 2019, and a lot more video is being consumed. I know I'm consuming a lot more video on a regular basis, and, it's just like being able to see and necessarily have to think of what it would be like in motion. Like, you can see my mannerisms, you can see the way I'm speaking to you, and have that one-sided conversation, because I'm just talking and you're just listening, like we're not interacting. But even when you're doing interviews, doing interviews with friends and family and things like that, it's gonna be real cool, and may start shifting more into that as I get more comfortable with this whole setup and how I want to share all that content and share those parts of my life with you all. So that's been really heavy on me. Like, I've just been thinking about it a lot this week. The first homegoing I went to was on Wednesday, and then Thursday went by, and then Friday, today, this morning, went to another one. And I think what kind of triggered me to think more about it, to share more with you all, is the homegoing celebration that I went to today. A lot of people were sharing how the lady who had transitioned, she is one of my good friend's grandmother, and she always took pictures, and she took pictures of, these were like life events and just events in general, anything that was important or just that she thought was, she'd always didn't matter what it was, she was taking pictures. And she would make these books, picture books, photo albums, and give them to the people. And one thing that I thought was really cool during the remarks was there was one lady who I guess she had grew up with, but she was like a few years older than her. This is also another interesting thing with like how like the age gap dynamic between people plays out. Because people who are a little bit older than us or a little bit younger than us, we're like, oh man, they're so old, right, or whatever. But you're really not. Because she was 94 when she transitioned, and the lady who was giving remarks was 12 years younger than her. And when you think about it, 12 years, that's a big gap when you're young, like 1 years old, 13 years old, that's a big gap. 10 and 22, that's a big gap. But 82 and 94 caught up a little bit what she said, and that was funny. And thinking about that, and what she shared was because she was older, 12 years older, she got to see her grow up. And so she used to dance, or I can't remember. I can't think of right now if it was dancing or if it was like playing piano or playing an instrument. But what happened was there was a program booklet, and this was in the 50s that this took place. And this program booklet she held on to all these years. This is 2019. This took place in the 50s. And at the beginning of this month, she gave her that booklet. The younger lady who caught up to her in age gave her that booklet. And that was just like very profound, I think, and really thinking about how I'm not even sure how to put this in words, but that made a light bulb go off for me. Like, wow, I need to share more. And it was just really, I just thought that was just a really dope moment. That, for her to be in her 80s and to have something from back when she was like, I don't know, late teens, early teens, and it was in really good condition too. The book she kept very, this is where it kept very good care of that book before she gave it to her. And I just thought that was just really dope and really awesome. Like that, like, talk about a keepsake. So that happened, and that just kind of made me think, like, wow, what else can we share? And during one of the other remarks, it mentioned that how all the the anniversaries and the firsts and the things that happened. In order for you to take the picture, you actually have to have been there to be able to take that picture. And pictures are worth 1,000 words. But imagine having video, right? And so I think about that. And even looking back at one of my other playlists that I have for when I was doing my daily vlog, my godson, he had his birthday in there. And that was really cool. Like, it puts a smile on my face every time I see it. And so, Julian, hope when you see this or hear this, that was a really cool, it was a really fun day. So I hope you enjoyed that. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys in today's podcast. And just sharing more and looking forward to the new changes that you all are going to see coming soon. I'm not sure how quickly. I'm kind of a slow mover on this, how soon those changes are going to happen. But just there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening this week, and there's a lot more happening this weekend. I've got some meetings at church and a lot of things to take care of tomorrow. So it's going to be a very busy yet productive day tomorrow. Snow is definitely here to stay, for sure. Update you guys on that. It's been like 19, 29 degrees, 39 degrees all week. So I've been adjusting to that. And it's funny, we live here I live here my whole life. And every year, it's coming. The cold weather is coming. And I'm not surprised by it. I just feel like it comes earlier every year. Like, I wasn't expecting this until like maybe December, late December, but it came early this year, super early. So snow outside, and I'm laying on the floor, and it feels like I don't have an arm. So just so y'all know, I do have my second arm here. Just figured I'd, shoot this podcast from a different angle today. I'm about to get ready to get up and head out in a little bit. Just do a little bit of driving. Go visit the girlfriend. Chat with her for a little bit. And that's it. Get ready for tomorrow. Got most of my lunch and food for the day already packed up and ready. So I won't have to worry about that too much. And I'm trying to think of how I can bring you all some more value. So I know my next podcast is going to be finance related. And then I'll probably do a health one after that. And then in between there, you might start seeing some videos of the new vlog. So if you haven't checked out the last video on my daily vlog playlist, I clipped it in the last week's podcast, but there's gonna be more daily vlogging coming soon. I just gotta get some things situated with these phones, clear up some space. That was one big thing last year that I let slow me down and stop the creative process was, using up all the space on the phone and not like offloading it off of the phone and just leaving it there. So definitely got to transfer that content somewhere else as the phone starts to fill up with space. So that's all I got for you guys today, and look forward to chatting with you next week, and definitely look for a couple of vlogs. That process should definitely start. New week. I start I don't know if I told you guys this already, but I start my weeks on Saturday. It's just one of the organizations that I'm in, their week start on Saturday, and it just seems like it's a good start because it's like a fresh start for me. Like Saturday is the only day that it's like, well, I'm not like I'm working, but I'm not like working, and so it's like I start the week out with, okay, getting as much done as humanly possible on Saturday before life happens and life takes over. Um, so yeah, that's that. No more babbling, and I'll see you guys next week.